Are you an optimist or a pessimist? Are you a glass half full kind of person or a glass half empty person?
What makes a person an optimist or a pessimist? Are you actually born that way?
No. Children do not come out, they don't come out of their mothers optimistic or pessimistic. They just come out angry, okay? You see, what happens is that your view of life events depends on how you interpret them. So in other words, your perspective of life events becomes the lens through which you look at life. And everyone has a different lens because we've all had different life experiences.
Yeah, you know, when we are growing up, we have experiences which we may be sharing with other family members. But if you are, as an adult, talking about your childhood with your siblings, and like when I'm talking with my siblings about things that went on as kids, I'm always learning things about their perspective on what went on as opposed to how I saw it. They didn't see it the same way I saw it. And so our perspectives are all different depending on the way we were looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really need to be aware that life events, things that we've gone through, can completely change how things actually were.
And it can change from a clear view to a distorted view, depending on how your lens has been changed.
If you'd like to hear from us every week, just subscribe to our weekly video on our website or on YouTube.
Now, a real easy example from the Bible of how lenses can get distorted is the story of the 12 spies. When they went in to spy out the promised land, they all had the identical experience, but they had completely different interpretations. 10 of them just said, the situation's overwhelming and hopeless, and the other 2 said, oh no, I think we can do it with God's help. And so they had the same experience, but their lenses had been distorted by their experiences and how they interpreted it.
Most of our lenses, in fact, all of our lenses, are distorted by our past experiences, especially in childhood. The more painful events that we have and the disappointments we have, the more pessimistic we can be. If our parents also were very pessimistic, we learn pessimism from our parents. If our parents are really optimistic, well then it's harder for us to be pessimistic as we go through life. And so we just expect more bad things to happen if we've been raised in that pessimistic existence.
And if you've had a lot of traumatic experiences, you'll just assume that just keeps happening. But when you've come from that environment and you have that perspective or that distorted lens, it makes it very hard to have faith and hope, which are the foundations of Christianity. You see, Jesus came to give us hope and so that we could actually have faith and trust Him. But it's very hard to enjoy that if you have a distorted lens from past childhood traumatic injuries.
And it's really hard to enjoy life as long as you are carrying all of that trauma and garbage in our baggage. And so we just carry on, but it's heavier and heavier and heavier, and it's really hard to deal with.
Well, life becomes a struggle, and you're always looking at things in a negative way, which is just not what God intended for us.
Not at all.
He came to set us free. And He doesn't want to just set you free of your sins, He wants to set you free of your baggage. And so we actually have a program called Free Your Mind, and it's designed to help you unload your baggage so that you can change your lens to a clear lens to see your life the way Jesus sees you and find out how Jesus would describe you. And Jesus wants to come and heal the hurts of your past and change your lenses so you actually can be filled of hope and faith as you trust Him more.
That's for sure.
And so all the information of the Free Your Mind program is on a link below this video. We'd love to have you come and join us because Jesus can't wait to set you free and give you new lenses.